Good morning. It's the 1st of September 2023. Magandang umaga sa lahat. This is a very, very early episode of our daily stock market insights. I know some of you are already asleep, pero ang importante, we're able to review the market before it opens today. Okay? So, grabe ang lakas ng hatak pababa today. It's 1.91% down from the previous day's performance. Okay, so I would have to say sobrang ingat pa din kasi although it's already the 1st of September, hindi guarantee na tapos na ang ghost month at the moment. Kung titingnan ko lang ang ating chart, on the bearish side pa rin. On the bearish side pa rin ang ating merkado. Okay, so before I continue, by the way, I'd like to invite everyone sa mga first-timers na manood nito. I am Miss JD. I review stocks in the Philippine market, US market, sometimes crypto. Kapag may request kayo, I will review those. Okay? But for now, focus muna tayo sa Philippine market. Okay, so kakasabi ko lang, we're still on the bearish side. While it's true na for several days meron tayo dito, we're showing short-term bounces sa area ng 6149. I would have to say this is not really giving us a good story because itong short bounce na to, this could just simply mean that um, it is creating further lower highs. Okay, so it is following pa rin our downward channel right there. So chances are it might even continue its downfall. Okay, so pwedeng dyan, temporary, pero given that ang lakas ng foreign selling, so chances are pwede pang ibaba niya yan. Okay, so probably the next stop could be right at the 6,047 area. So, yan ang mga uh, babantayan natin. May 6,047 ito. Within the area pa rin naman yan. So if I plot it a little bit higher or lower, that's still an acceptable level because that's the area. And why did I plot I support right there? Una sa lahat, nakita natin ito. Then that used to be a support. Ito naman used to be a resistance and some form of consolidation that happened here. May mga slight overshoot down below pero still within the area. So that's why I'm saying that it is an area. Okay? So meron pa dyan dito. O, diba? So abangan natin. But overall, what does this mean? Ibig sabihin nito, blue chip companies, majority of them are still on the bearish side. So you can have several perspectives about the situation right now. Pwedeng good ito if you have a long term, if you have a long term time horizon, especially when you're holding strong uh, stocks with strong fundamentals. Kasi at the moment, bagsak ang presyo, that means attractive siya because you're buying a stock on a sale. O, diba? So kailangan talaga na titingnan mo yung financial health of the business, projects nila, para it will give you enough conviction na magstay at don't, a sense of yung peace of mind mo andoon. Kasi alam mong good naman yung company, medyo bearish lang. Okay? So for instance, if I'd like to cite maybe the telco companies. Tingnan natin muna si TEL at si Globe. Okay. Si TEL, kita nyo, red. Sinundan ang pattern ng index. Kasi si index naman is the byproduct of the consolidated performance of the blue chip companies sa Philippines. Okay, so medyo na-break niya, no? Na-break ni TEL ang kanyang support at this area. So this is the first day na go lower pa siya. So chances are, titingin tayo sa weekly chart para mas malinis, ano? Um, yan. So may mga area siya. So triggering the lower Bollinger Band. So meron ka dito sa area ng yan. Pwedeng dahil support, very near the support as well. Tapos may consolidation ka dito sa area ng 1,105. So, I am on the conservative side, meaning baka tomorrow is Friday, baka may continuation. Sana lang I will be wrong, no? Or sana man lang mag-touch siya sa 1,105 at mag long week lang ba? Long week at saka akit. Right? So this is an example of what I just mentioned na even if the stock is on a decline, maganda naman yung company. Yung maganda ang track record ng TEL. At the same time, you have dividend right there. That's 3.77, August 17, tapos na pala yung ex-date niya. So, hintayin na lang, mamaya, you will receive your dividends. Imagine that. Regularly, so in 2023, this is already the second release. So for around 7% to, no? 3.77 plus 3.17, that's 4 point something already, close to 3 plus 3, 6, 7, so almost 7% na yan. 7, around 8%. Imagine that in just 1 year. So this is really a very attractive price level. Pero, alam kong mura na to. Huwag niyong salubungin kasi baka mas may ibababa pa siya at makakuha niyo pa ng mas mura. Okay? So, that's TEL in a nutshell. Tingnan natin si Globe. Globe as well is also giving us some form of bearish. Pero ang kagandahan lang sa Globe is we are already above the MA20 line on a weekly chart kumpara kay TEL na below triggering the lower band tayo, right? So at this point I would have to say posibleng mag sideways muna ito si Globe, alright? Pero napakamurang level. So similar to TEL, this is a discounted area, 'di ba? May dividend ka rin. September 8 naman yung release, 'di ba? Ito, I think quarterly talaga ito. Consistent quarterly nagbibigay around 25, ayan, 25 pesos per share. So if you can accumulate right at this level right now, you can get consistent dividend pay, and when it goes up, on top of the dividend you get regularly, you will also have capital appreciation. So really attractive levels sa mga stocks na stable. Okay. Now, another stock I'd like to also check, let's, see the banking sector. I would like to say or see MBT kunwari. MBT, may na-draw pala ako dito. Okay, so i-observe naman natin si MBT kasi ito siya on a weekly chart para siyang gumagawa ng support dito sa area na kung saan tayo, okay? So there could be slight fluctuation, di natin alam kung tatapusin niya ito ng red later today. It's a Friday, pwedeng may profit take pang mangyari. But ang nakikita ko at the moment is that there is a potential support formed at the area where we are at the moment. Dahil ito, resistance siya dati, support siya dito, naging support ulit siya dito, and chances are might stay a little longer here for quite some time before it goes up. Pero kung bullish na talaga ang market at may volume ka with your green engulfing candlestick, chances are tutuloy siya paakyat. Ang minsan lang, hindi natin alam kung gaano siya ka taas umakyat bago bumaba ulit. Itong perfect example, itong candlestick na to, green siya, di ba? Nag-engulf siya dito, kaya may continuation paakyat. Pero kung i-measure mo, bullish siya up to 10% before it went down again. Okay, so sa mga short-term players dyan, mga intraday, mga scalper, position traders, sometimes if the volume is already big, huge, okay na sa kanila yan. That's 11%. Lalo na if you're talking about millions in terms of volume that you're playing around with. Diba? So that's already significant. Now, if we mga small time players, MBT as a whole is a very stable company too in the banking sector. May dividend din siyang namibigay. So I really like reviewing stocks na may dividend because you get paid while waiting. in the meantime, talking about, I mentioned earlier na dati siyang resistance dito, support dito, right, di ba? So there is a story each time price hits that area. The next step we want to see is, of course, as like what I mentioned, may green candlestick ka dapat at ang volume mataas. And if this touches this area once again, ang next mong you-observe is ang points at the same price level ba, mas mataas na siya when it visited that same price. So, ganyan ang bullish divergence. While the price stayed flat, yung RSI mo dapat paakyat. Second scenario is price goes down and your RSI goes up. That's bullish divergence. The opposite is the bearish divergence. Okay? I'll show you some examples pag nakita ko. The next stock, sige, tingnan natin ang, okay, AC, no change. Ay, ang ganda. Promising to, guys, ha? Wait lang. I like the formation of AC right now. So, itong candlestick na to, the week is not over yet because, we're in the weekly chart. Last candlestick is worth 1 week and this is going to be closed by today's performance. Dapat green pa din siya, okay? Kunwari na green siya at ang inyong titingnan next is the volume. Biglang laki ng volume. Okay? So that means that chances are madami nang nagsushow ng interest dito. So gusto natin yan as the price goes higher or goes up, gusto natin ng volume na continue. So one week pa lang to. So gusto natin tuloy-tuloy yung above average na volume na yan. Right? So at the moment, anywhere between 586 to 616, very good story. We can already start accumulating. Accumulate meaning unti-unti. It's up to you kung mag-isang buwelo ka dyan. Pero kasi, syempre, there's some margin of error. Paano kung, you know, mag-overshoot pa pala siya? Alam mo yun ba? Wala ka ng pambayad. Wala ka ng pambili pa for more. Pero if mataas talaga yung conviction mo na aakyat siya. Then sometimes may mga slight overshoot eh. Tingnan ito, may konti pa munang overshoot bago siya umakyat. So, things like that, may buying power ka pa din. But at the moment, nakikita ko na strong na talaga tong area na ito. Kasi look at this, price hits this level, yung RSI mo andito, price touches it again, and your level is now here. And what does it give us? Pataas siya, di ba? Bullish divergence, ika nga. So we go back to the daily chart. Yan siya. Okay? Sa daily pala, nakaupo na siya dyan above the MA20 line. So, really, lalaroin niya yan. Yan from here to here. Okay? Even better kung magtuloy-tuloy. Like what I mentioned, sana magtuloy-tuloy pa akit. BDO, pulahan si BDO. Medyo ingat kayo dito, ha? Kasi this is starting to, the overall sentiment is starting to move below the MA20 line. Baka kasi matuluyan siya, mabagsak. O, diba? This created a lower high. Here, parang yung trajectory niya pababa. We got a resistance here sa MA20 level. So, nahirapan siya na go above that. Okay, so if it goes down, wag muna kasi baka medyo mataas kasi yung taas ng inakit niya, yo. So, it's just natural for profitable investors to lock in their gains. So baka babalik pa. Okay, so di natin alam kasi ang lalapit ng possible na mga support resistance niya. Punta ako weekly chart. Diba ang taas. So next level. Ito. Okay? Pero again, di natin alam kung bubutasin o magko-continue packet. Kita ko kasi ito eh. Dito siya ngayon eh. Dito ang galawan niya. Pag na-break yan, may support ka dyan. Pag na-break yan, dito ang sunod niya. Dati siyang resistance. Ging support dito. So, overall, like what I said, on the bearish side yung outlook ko dito and could create a possible support. Nearest would be 133. May ano ka din. May X date ka din. Medyo maliit lang. Pero consistent to quarterly if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, quarterly talaga siya namimigay. Okay, so that is BDO. Hanap nga tayo ng green. Si Converge na review ko to the other day. And I said I'm a bit conservative pa rin kasi triggering the lower band and hindi pa siya tapos. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin. All-time low na niya. Ang worry ko sa all-time low, same with all-time high. Wala kang base. Wala kang historical data that could act as, a possible support or resistance. Wala eh. Pwede siya mag-landslide pababa. So, hintayin, hintayin. Yun ang aking uh, reminder. Wait for it to accumulate at a certain level, even though oversold na siya. Well, abangan nyo na lang kasi sometimes pag oversold, medyo malapit na yan. Kaso lang, wala akong nakikitaan na bullish divergence eh. Oversold na siya, pero panay lower low pa rin yung ginagawa ng RSI. So, really just hang in there. Huwag mo na mag-take action. Si GTCAP, ay, ito, maganda rin ang kwento ni GTCAP. Nag-trigger na siya ng upper Bollinger Band. Okay, kaso wala masyado volume, so possible na gumaganito lang yan eh. Pag nag-breakout, babalikan before it continues up. So at this point, weekly chart ito, ibig sabihin yung last green candlestick, hindi pa yan super final. We have this Friday pa, later today, na magiging batayan ninyo. In case man na mag-green siya, we're still at a very low level. Slowly recovering pa lang to. So, if you want this, another blue chip company ito guys, malaki din yung binagsak niya and it's starting to recover now. Tingnan natin yung revenue, maganda. Second quarter, first quarter, 2022. Overall, last year and the first 2 quarters of this year, maganda ang kwento. So, it even gives me a stronger conviction na ito na, starting to recover na talaga tong si GTCAP. Okay, so these are the stocks I have reviewed for you today. Thank you sa lahat nag-comment dito. I really appreciate you guys. And I hope, kahit simple message lang, any insights or request, mag-drop kayo ng comment. Mag-like, mag-share, or mag-subscribe because that will help uh, YouTube discover Miss JD para mas malawak pa din ang reach natin. If you have other socials, Facebook man or kung saan man, share nyo din yung video natin para mas marami tayong maturuan at matulungan. Okay? So far ngayon, that's it for now. Thank you for watching and have a great evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.